Hey guys, what's up? Hey girl.
Welcome
to my house. Welcome back to my house.
Well, welcome to Brynna's home.
Welcome to my bedroom.
We're so glad you're here and joining us here today.
Except, wait, sorry. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Just sorry. I don't mean to make it weird. It's just, are you mourning the wicked
right now?
Like in this economy? Sorry, it's just that, like, no one mourns the wicked.
No one mourns the wicked.
So it's just kind of weird that
like
you're
nobody.
doing that in my bedroom.
So...
I think I'm gonna go, actually. I'll just sleep on the couch. It's cool. You can stay. Just say, like, what's up, y'all? I'm Brynna, and anytime Rachel, we go. Hey. That's where the brain rot started. That was patient zero.
Why are there tears welling up in my eyes?
No, literally. Oh, God. Slay. So, anyways. Period. Did you see the video?
Thank you, Stephen Schwartz. Thank you.
Did you see the video? I think it was that mom from that TikTok family that sings.
Which one?
The one where it's like the two twin sons, and the older son and the older daughter, and then the mom and the dad, and they all do like they're all like a little cringy, and they all sing.
Maybe.
And the mom from
Maybe,
it was the one that hit that like crazy note during like the. I can't even me trying it. yeah.
Well, and Ariana Grande as Glinda in the movie. I can't even formulate words or thoughts about this movie. But she, of course, hits that whistle note at the end.
Always.
And it literally, it's actually screaming. Like, I tried, and I said, oh, this isn't just me screaming.
Yeah, she's just whistling, yeah.
I said,
she might be actually have just gone.
How?
Like, she may have just done that.
How? It is beyond me.
Her and, like, Mariah Carey are otherworldly.
I just can't believe people can sing.
I know.
Like that. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Well...
Shazam, at one point, he had never seen Wicked, never heard the soundtrack, anything. And he said... He looked at me during it and said, am I supposed to be able to understand what she's saying? And I was like, it's kind of a running joke. Like, these things are sent to try.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to try and get up there, but he was like, am I supposed to understand what she's saying? Like, how you can't really understand what opera singers are saying.
Literally.
And I was like, no, it's like a running joke from the from the actual...
Mm-hmm.
You gotta be in tune.
This movie has taken over my brain.
The way we just started, we didn't even say hey. We went right into it.
So this is all, like, we really need to talk about this
sorry,
episode.
We had to get that off our chest immediately.
It's like clawing out of my throat to talk about Wicked.
Yeah, exactly.
Part one.
Yeah.
And
Part two, only a year out.
Speaking of pink goes good with green.
Yeah. Who could have said that? Who could have thought that quite a bit ago?
Who could have done something like that?
Who could have made their whole freaking YouTube account? Pink and freaking green.
Well.
So now that we're finally noticing how good pink and green looks together, this is our TikTok. We're making a TikTok right now. Now that you finally understand how good pink and green look together, I have an account for you. Did we just notice the color combo of the summer? You know, they're like, did I just write the... Anyways, hey. Hey. Killed that. Best one so far.
I'm giggling. Okay. Wait.
That water's so good. I didn't realize I was thirsty like that. I think I've got a worm inside or something. Ooh.
Okay, I've got my giggles out. I'm very giggly.
She's giggled out.
Mm-hmm.
You have to do that before the movie. She's going to see Wicked again tonight, 9:30.
Hold on, there's a piece of hair in my mouth.
Get it, girl.
I'm like, yeah, but... Oh, okay.
I thought you were just like nervous about it. I'm on the edge of my seat. What's going to happen?
Yeah, I'm going to see it right after this. I'm zooming to the theater to see it for a second time. And I think I'm going to take notes this time, like, actually.
What? Like about... sorry, I hit your foot.
I am simply... Well, first off, I'm simply obsessed with Wicked.
Yeah.
That's just the story of it.
Before all this, yeah.
I love those kind of things. Like, how it's not the same, but it's the same.
Yeah.
Like, hold on. Let me explain myself.
I know what you mean. The Wizard of Oz versus...
The Wizard of Oz and Wicked, like even, like, The Wiz, like, anything that has to do with this franchise, but I just love it. Have
you seen The Great and Powerful Oz yet?
No.
That was, like, trending right now, and I was like, I know why, too.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's the greatest movie, so I'm kind of upset that people are watching it.
Well, I love The Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, I do, too.
Watched it so much as a kid, and, like...
I've been seeing a lot of people posting videos about, like, how there was actually a whole subplot where Dorothy and the Scarecrow had, like, a romance, because, like, that was edited out, but there's still, like, weird little... glances that they do, that they left in. And also that the Scarecrow has a gun in a couple scenes.
Tie-ins.
Yeah.
They're so cool. And it makes the movie 10 times.
We need to talk about Easter eggs.
We do.
Warning, Wicked spoiler. If you haven't seen it, fuck you.
Yeah, you need to go watch it. This is seriously your warning. If you haven't seen it,
well, just like,
don't
it's
want
been
to spoil
so long.
it, leave.
But also, it's just been so long.
I'm going to talk about that too.
Everything.
We're going to talk about everything, start to finish. Sorry.
This is the whole episode.
Sorry. What can I say?
This
is literally the whole episode. Oh yeah, we should probably... Do we want to do our intro?
Oh yeah, we do the names too.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm Brynna.
Alphaba.
Yeah, I'm Galinda.
I'm Alphaba.
Hey. Our cover has to be like this.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
Because it's already pink and green.
Literally. Wait. I love that we're coming up on the spot with this right now. On camera.
You get to hear it.
Our ideas, our thoughts, what we're doing.
Do you feel them through the mic? Say your idea. We'll listen. I'll write that down for sure. Yeah. Okay. No, that's good. Like, keep brainstorming that one.
Okay.
That's how I was in, like, every group project in school. I was the worst. Yeah! Wait, that's good!
Great idea.
I'm gonna take that.
We're gonna move this around.
What if we make it like this?
And what about that?
It's not like my whole idea. It's like our ideas together.
We're just feeding off of you. We're feeding off of you.
You started this whole thing.
Well, Wicked is in all caps on our list today because
that's how we've been saying it.
That's all I've talked to. Wicked! Like, people, that's all I've talked to about these past couple days since I've seen it.
That's all my social medias right now. All of it.
It is
Threads,
genius. It is
Twitter,
a work of art. Yeah. It is beyond my expectations. I've actually never seen Wicked, like, the stage version live. Yeah. I've only seen it on YouTube. And I've seen it, like, obviously,
you need to do that.
On TikTok. I do. Really bad. Very bad. That is, like, next on my
That's a little insane. I've seen it twice. Why have I seen it twice and you've never seen it? I should have given you one of my times.
It's a shame.
Well, I told you about...
upcoming year.
I told you about that time that me and Keaton went, we got it spoiled. So we've also... Whenever the usher was like, are you sure you want to leave now? This is the part where she flies. Like, seconds before she flies. Like, it wasn't a spoiler from the whole thing. It was, like, seconds before. Like, Keaton looked at me like, whoa. And then we heard they're like, so if you can't find me. Like, it was right after the...
Thank you.
So just, like, a seconds of spoiler, which is almost worse.
That's actually insane.
Because at least during it, you can forget the spoiler.
Yeah.
But, like, seconds before. But,
that's crazy.
So all weekend we've also been, like... Or, like, when she was about to fly, I looked at Keaton and I was like, I think I'm going to run to the restroom real quick. And he was like, no! This is the part where she flies! So, we've been quoting that, and we've been doing the, like, yo, who's up mourning their wicked right now? Like, just all those. And the saving space. Holding space, yeah.
Which, when I understood that, I was like, oh, like, I also hold space for Defying Gravity. As in, she is my karaoke song.
Oh. Wait, what does it mean?
Whether it's bad or good.
What do you mean when you found out what that meant?
I think she, like, means, like, people identify with the lyrics.
Have been finding themselves in,
yeah.
Just, it was... I think she ruins it by just being like, I couple of posts.
Well, they're just I like think they both did
Let's
incredible, but they really are.
Let's do the whole podcast like this.
Really, really cringy during some of the press. I was like, guys,
have you seen when that one person from Pink News gets up to leave and they go, "No, thank you. Like it's an honor that you were here," and they're like being so nice to the point where everybody's like, "Are they making fun of the girl as she's leaving?" Because they're like, video? "No, like we really are so glad you came out," and that you can tell they're like.
Literally.
Just tired
also,
from the day.
Hearing all the stories about how like shitty Ariana Grande has been to people here.
Here?
Like in the parks.
So Galinda of her.
No, seriously, it is. I said, "Wow, you
like nice but not kind."
You're really in character here.
Yeah, you've been prepping for this character for years.
But damn, girl, can she sing?
Yeah.
Holy fuck, she completely blew it out of the water.
Yeah.
Glinda, I have never been so like. Before I saw the movie, I saw somebody, like, say there is not a single bit of Ariana Grande in her performance.
Yeah.
It is straight Glinda, and I completely agreed.
Yeah.
I said, I was actually pretty afraid that, like, I don't know, not that...
That it was going to be...
alphabet. Like, I thought it was going to be obvious that they're, like, putting her in this movie because she's Ariana Grande.
Didn't you get paid, like, $15 million?
Yeah.
Which is $14 million more than Cynthia got paid.
I said, what the fuck?
Anyways...
But yeah, I was pretty worried about that. So when I walked into that theater and she started floating down into that bubble,
in a fucky bubble,
I immediately was crying.
Yeah.
I cried immediately. Like, I'm not even kidding. I didn't last probably 20 seconds. Yeah. I was already crying.
She kept doing this, like, which is fine because it's in a movie, and they're like, she's not a munchkin, but it kind of gave munchkin, where she kept making this face that was very, like,
mm-hmm.
And, like, everything she said was so very, like, that's the only part of Ariana that I can see in it.
Okay.
Is that Ariana? Is it? No, it's Ariana.
I guess Ariana, because she goes by Ari.
True.
Ariana.
I've heard so many different...
She
also lets people mispronounce her name wrong, which also confuses me. But I thought that about everything, except you might hate me.
That's okay.
I think, unfortunately, Popular was really good.
Mm-hmm.
But I think... I felt
the
a little bit...
The way she sang it, that was definitely
I felt a little bit like she was... Well, I felt like she was singing a song she already knew the lyrics to, but when you listen to the old version, it's like, I'm inventing these on the spot, I'm saying these words.
I could actually almost agree with that, because I was even listening today, and I was like, oh, that's Ariana Grande.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like...
Sorry, I got distracted.
By the two dots?
Yeah.
From me trying to put the curtain Don't look!
Bugs for a second, I said, no!
Don't look, no. 2 holes created by me. But I've just been listening to the Broadway version, and I've been like, it sounds like she is saying these words with a tune behind her, which is like what I think they want it to sound like. The new one sounds a little bit like she's singing words to a song she already knows. She's trying really hard not to make it sound like hers too much.
Okay. I'm going to listen to that again when I go and see it tonight.
Because everything else she's saying was like, and I still think it's a good song. I just think compared to the Broadway version, which terrible to compare it to, but it sounds a little bit like she's singing more. It's
always going to be.
Yeah.
I'm always going to hold space for the Broadway version.
The space around me is being held. It's also like, I maybe feel that way because, why can I not remember the original Glinda's name right now?
Kristen Chenoweth.
Yes. Mm-hmm. It was with a K, so I was wanting to say like something else. I don't know. Kristen's version was the first one. Mm-hmm. So maybe that's why I feel like she's inventing the words rather than... I felt like Ariana Grande was...
I know what you mean. Yeah. Like, I get what you mean, though. Because I feel like in Kristen's version...
It's sharper.
She's actually, like, trying to convince Adina, Alfie, that, like, I want you... Like, I'm gonna make you popular.
Yeah.
I think what you mean, though, like, with Ariana, like, it is, like... This is my song. Like, like I like have to like do something. This
is the song I sing when I do it. You know. And
yeah.
She also tried to not make it her or not make it just like Christian's by changing the "Don't Make Me Laugh," but it kind of didn't give the same. I love Christian's.
The please,
don't make me laugh.
I sing it now. Even when I listened to it today, I kept singing it. And I was like, oh, they changed it.
Yeah.
Then someone told me that because
I still think it's a really good song.
Because Elfie goes, wait. Hold on, there's a different part where they changed it. Where Elfie
she still says, "Don't make me laugh," but Christian goes, "Don't make me laugh. They were popular," and she goes,
"Please." She goes, "They were now in the movie, she goes, "They were," and then Elfie says, "popular," and then she goes, "Right."
Yeah. Okay.
And I was like,
I don't hate that.
I liked it. I thought it was cute. But I do like Kristen's Don't Make Me Laugh.
It's just her voice. She's so, like,
the fry of it. Mm-hmm. Good. I loved when she was back in the bubble and she was like, well, if nobody needs me, then I'm just gonna go.
Yeah, just gonna go. It's so funny. They made it more, they also, like, they made it for everyone, like, even if you don't like musicals, there's funny things in it.
Yeah.
Her little friends, so fucking funny.
They were good.
My favorite, when they were on screen, I was excited.
Yeah.
They were so funny.
Yeah.
Because I think that's just me with every, like, guy friend I've ever had.
Literally. That was really good. I just loved it so much. When she was stuck in the bubble, and she was like, hold on. And
yeah.
Pop it again. Anyways, that whole opening number.
Yeah.
I am an ensemble girl when it comes to musicals.
Yeah.
I, like, always love an ensemble song.
Yeah.
So No One Mourns the Wicked and One Short Day are, like, two of my favorites from the entire show.
Have you seen the video of Pacific ass in Oz?
Yeah.
And Ariana's like...
And so No One Mourns the Wicked.
It's been, like, in the back of my head all week.
It was so good.
And everybody that hasn't seen Wicked, so Matt and Shazam, have been like, wait, why did they burn the... I thought they were... It ends with them being friends. Why was she burning them? Why was she happy about it? And we were like...
Just wait and see. I love it so much. I know I keep saying that, but, like, I also
Jonathan
can't
Bailey
really thoughts about it. Literally, that man.
You can have every role, actually.
Wow.
I saw somebody try to, I don't want to say try to say, because that sounds like I'm saying it's not real, but, like, I guess when he is first introduced or whatever, he's, like, standing like this, with, like, one leg kicked up, so he looks like a scarecrow.
Yeah.
It's a stretch.
Yeah!
It's a stretch, but there's a lot of Easter eggs. Like,
there are.
Box lining in the play as well, in the Broadway play, is also lined with silver.
He also did, I saw a video where he does, like, the kind of, like, the walk like the Tin Man.
Yeah.
And I was like, I didn't even pick up on stuff like that, which is so cool.
Not Jonathan Bailey. Fierro in the play does a lot of scarecrow music, or scarecrow movements during dancing through life. Holy shit. But that was stuff that was in the play as well. Yeah. Like, I want to be like, this movie went crazy with all the... But they're just doing what the play did.
And Elfie telling him to get stuffed.
Yeah.
I almost threw up.
Yeah, that ate.
And then also... when she picked up the bike, I said, I'm going to stand up on this seat right now.
Wait. Oh, the...
Yeah, but when she, like, her and Fierro, like, got the bikes up and it had the basket on the back of hers, I said, I
remember it now. The movie's coming back to me.
Actually, I'm going to literally punch someone in here right now.
Also, it being, like, I know in the play it is too, but, like, a real lion.
Yeah.
And then, like, the one in the movie is, like, a humanoid. I was like, that guy grows up to be a freak. I used to do, after seeing Wizard of Oz, The Wizard of Oz was my, like, going to bed movie. Like, every night. Wizard of Oz. And that lion, I found that lion. Like, me and that lion were on a different level. I used to do the put 'em up to my mom. And, like, the little, like, growl huff thing he does.
Yeah.
My mom was like, oh, she's a freak.
Yeah.
Love that movie.
The scenes with Dr. Dillerman.
You know I'm on my Game of Thrones kick.
Bro.
You know I'm on my Game of Thrones kick. I said, who's that? Tyrion Lannister, bitch. That's who it fucking was. I looked it up. First line he said, character cast of... I didn't know he was in it. I heard his voice and I said, that's my boy.
Yeah. That's Peter Dinklage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember seeing the play, I was like, this is actually so sad. Like, this little subplot is so sad.
It's really sad.
Man,
it gives, I think it's also, Anthony.
He blowing your ass up. I saw the Snapchat.
Anthony got the same shift as me tomorrow.
Yes! He said, should we write it?
We should. Oh
Marin's
my god,
moving. I was like, girl, I just got here.
I know.
Status quo. I was
when you said moving, I said
no, like moving places.
Yeah. I know. Good for her.
I know, Slay.
Good job, Marin. We love you.
And I think she'd understand if I said back to Wicked.
And back.
So we don't break any laws here.
Literally. Yeah, those scenes are really sad, and I think that's also makes the movie...
Yeah.
And just the story of Wicked 10 times better.
And it makes me like an Elfie rider. Like,
me too.
Because it's all about,
Well, also, a lot of people are quick to be like, Glinda sucks, I hate her. But, like, I was talking to someone, I said, Glinda's character is so complex.
Yeah.
Especially when we are talking about how Elfie's the Wicked Witch, when really, it is Glinda.
Yeah.
You know? When you're like, she's the one that is going to stay with the wizard and is going to work.
She's looking out for herself only. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And whether that, like, is a good thing for her or a good thing for Oz in general to, like, I guess be kind of the inside on whatever.
Yeah.
So, she is the Wicked Witch in that case.
A lot of people have been
Elfie's
saying,
the one
like...
actually the one to stand up.
A lot of people have been like, oh, you don't want to see a fake musical, but it's about somebody feeling different because of the color of their skin in a place where their leader is not not the powerful person they say
and
they
trying
are.
To convince them that somebody else is like doing
a common
the
enemy,
bad things that they're doing,
using scare tactics, and then they were like,
stripping
I mean,
people of their
the
rights
pretty white girl
and their voices.
Yeah.
I don't know.
She was like, and the pretty white girl says she's not going to help because she's got to cover her own ass.
Yeah.
And
it is relevant. It's crazy.
When she was like, it came out really at a perfect time. Like, I know they've been prepping this for years, but it came out a month after the perfect day it could have.
Yup.
And somebody, or that line where she was like, can you imagine a world where animals can't speak and are kept in cages? Yeah. And Shazam looked at me like, I was like, I know it. Like, they never could talk in our world, but still, they used to roam free, and they used to...
Somebody, and someone in the beginning, I think it was one of Glinda's friends, where she was like, I don't see color.
Yeah.
I said, oh, that, immediately set the tone for,
who they are,
And picking Cynthia, a black woman to play her was such...
Somebody I know just posted, why wasn't... Idina was great, but why wasn't a black woman playing Elphaba this whole time?
Why hasn't she been? Yeah, you know?
Yeah.
Cool. Really cool. It was an amazing movie. Cynthia Erivo is...
not human.
Wait, is it a Revio or a Revo?
I've been hearing a Revo.
Let me look it up. I can't remember if there's another I or not.
You never realize how much you've been reading something?
It's a Revo.
Instead of hearing it, you've been reading a name until...
I say her name, right? Her Defying Gravity...
defied other laws of physics and
when
time
she
and space.
Was dropping in her younger self. No, because I'm not gonna talk about how her reaching out to her younger self turned into the broom that was letting
taking
her
back
fly.
Her power. Her fly. She's about to fly.
I said,
that's something they don't do in the play at all. That's something they don't do in the play at all.
No,
so that was
incredible addition.
Yeah.
Incredible addition. It added to just the emotion of that song.
Mm-hmm.
I think when people sing that song, even when I listen to it, I'm like, oh, it's Defying Gravity. It's one of the most famous Broadway songs of all time. But when you really listen to it and you really get to see it fully play out to that song, it's very emotional. It's very emotional.
Great addition. She took a risk and she was going to die for her cause, and then it helped her
standing out for people that need it.
And then it paid off. Taking that risk made her freaking fly.
Mm-hmm. It's an incredible musical. The story, the book, I've read half the book and it's really weird, but really good. The story is just so good.
I have it at home. I'm going home soon. I need to bring it.
It's just, I don't even have words.
And we'll set it right here. Dunk. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. It's this thick too. Dunk. It's got green.
It's really big.
I've got that. I don't know if you have the same one. It's a black and it's got green.
I have
green paint on the pages.
Mine looks like, I think, the playbill.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
So
I actually... Maybe I'll get back to you on that. I'm not really sure.
I don't know either, actually.
Sure. What else? Dancing Through Life, Jonathan Bailey.
He was talking about the how it was street performers or parkour performers on the turning table.
Cool.
They hired people that knew how to do it. That whole scene was very whoa.
And we're gonna have to get into it. The Oz Dust Ball scene where her and
the crying and people on Twitter being like, wait, if she gets destroyed by water, then how can she cry? And I'm like,
guys, shh, give us this, please.
Or no, it's this and the
got a secret, can you keep it? Whenever Pretty Little Liars was on, people went fucking crazy because at the end when Arya goes shh, her finger was just slightly off center.
Yeah.
And that's anytime I do this now, that's what I think of.
You have to go a little.
Yeah, I have to be a little too.
I remember. being pissed.
People were freaked about that. That's funny. But yeah, they also sing all that shit live.
Did they sing it live, like the final cut that they used, or did they sing it so that it showed like? Did they sing it out loud?
Yeah, as she was like in Defying Gravity when she jumps and stuff, she was singing like live doing that, and that's like the.
But they used.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy. I'm sure there's like some things that may have been.
There's
tweaked,
gotta
like,
be
obviously.
editing, yeah. It flows really well, but
like,
yeah,
flying through the air,
and like people calling and being like, "And up."
Yeah, literally.
To the right, like
literally. So I'm sure there were some things tweaked, but
yeah,
but
for the most part, period.
Mm-hmm.
I've been looking for clarification on that.
Insane.
Because I've been hearing a lot of stuff about a lot of stuff.
The Wizard and I. Oh, hold on! I can't believe I even skipped over that.
Did that really just happen?
Yeah, her little Wait, I have to sing it all because I can't bring up the lyrics. Did that really just happen? Oh my god! Now I can't even think of how it goes.
Every time I know, she was like, and the whole thing will be for me, a whole holiday or whatever, a whole celebration will be for me.
No.
And she just looked at me during that part too and was like,
this word quirk I've tried to suppress or hide. I like the way she does that.
Yeah.
It scratches an itch in my brain. There's a couple parts of that song where I'm like, oh, I like the way she did that.
She did that, yeah. I like a whole celebration will be held in my honor thing, and she just looked at me like,
yeah.
Little does she know.
Is crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy when you think about it.
Yeah.
I was actually listening to the Broadway version of The Wizard of Oz and and then the movie version. Mm-hmm. And I think the way that Cynthia sings it is so much more freeing than the way that Adina sings it. And
it's a little more, which age-wise just lines up too, but it's like a little more childish to where she is in life.
Agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I completely agree. I like to, whenever I like sing in the car, I'm like really good at like kind of copying other people's voices. Yeah. So like, whenever I sing like Adina's version, it's just very hard, and I was like, oh, I feel like Cynthia's version is actually like she really she feels relaxed like when she sings a song,
or she's relaxed and excited like in the way that like she's like, did that really?
And I think it like really sold. Like I think that was probably my favorite song in the movie. Yeah, like from Alphabet, which is crazy because Defying Gravity, but at the end when she runs to the cliff and then she just the wizard. Yeah, I said.
I thought it was such a cool shot when it went from Oz, like when it was going into, or was it? Yeah, it was Oz. It was going into Oz and it showed the gang, like Dorothy, and I was like, whoa, that's a cool little shot there. Like, I didn't expect, like time-wise they shouldn't be there. Time-wise they should not be there. But
literally. And they kept the shoe silver, which they're originally silver in the books. A lot of people had they were like, why they just make it ruby? And I said, ooh.
So... Tell me you haven't...
They're not. Actually, Wizard of Oz lore, they did that because of the Technicolor. And also because whenever it's black and white, you can't really see silver slippers, so they wanted it to stand out.
I thought...
It's made of ruby.
I think people went a little crazy with the Wizard of Oz lore. I thought
like
somebody said it was because because they made Judy Garland bleed.
Oh, and so they were just
red. They were like, make him red, because if she's going to fucking bleed all over him, just... But I don't think that's true. I mean, me.
I was there. A thread on Twitter not too long ago where she like debunked like literally half of the Wizard of Oz.
Because people were just making shit up. Yeah. Like the Munchkin hanging thing.
Yeah, I was like, that's the biggest one that's fake.
It's a bird.
Literally.
It's a bird from
about the asbestos with the snow and the poppy. That's like fake too.
Why were people lying on Judy's name?
Yeah. I was like, wait. And they said, a lot of people said that Judy Garland, like, was really mistreated during the filming of it. Which I think has some truth to it. Like, I think she did
just most Hollywood stars. Yeah.
Exactly.
If we put her next to Marilyn and we put her next to... They were all...
Her and the Wicked Witch had a really good friendship.
Good. I do think the thing about the Wicked Witch with the paint was true.
Yeah. Or was it I think she was, like, allergic to it or something. Yeah. Oh, or maybe it was the Tin Man.
I think it's both. Or the witch was allergic to it and they recast her. I think the
witch caught on fire. Is what her thing
that's what I'm thinking of. And then the Tin Man, the thing had, like...
lead or something in it.
What is it?
Something bad.
Something bad. Sulfur or something like that. It had something really bad in it. Yeah.
Anyways, there's a lot of lore behind that movie.
Yeah.
And I think that's why it makes it so popular. Because...
What did you say?
That is so crazy.
I think I noticed from when she goes, I know, that's what makes me so nice.
Yeah.
That it wasn't going to be the same as the Broadway version. Because she said, like, I know, that's what makes me so nice. And, like, went right into it. And I was like, I think I like Kristen's version just a little better. Every other song, pretty tied in my mind. But I love the trend, you are just too good.
Yeah.
Loving that trend right now.
I'm Not That Girl was very good. That song is kind of boring at times, but I think it was cute. I think she did pretty good at, like, I don't know, her and Fiero's, like, relationship's very interesting in the beginning, so.
Yeah.
I think they kept it actually pretty, there's kind of, like, expectation. Like, you can't wait till part 2 to, like, see what happens with their relationship.
The fashion in that movie, crazy. Like, whenever Elfie gets her little makeover and she starts dressing a little cuter, putting her hair up a little bit, I was like, yeah, I get it, Jonathan Bailey. Oh, yeah. I turned the camera. I'm barely in this bitch.
One Short Day. Actually, let me go back to the Oz Dust Ball for a second, because that was beautiful. That scene was genuinely, like, moving to me. Yeah. And I cried so hard during that part.
I forget that whole, like, Glinda was being mean when she invited...
Gave her the hat.
Well, gave her the hat, and when she invited her sister.
Yes.
She was actually trying to get Bach off of her.
Yes, and then it went well.
Yeah, and then Bach saw, and then Elfie got her into the class.
Yeah.
Because she did something nice for her sister, but it was actually something mean for her sister. So it was just, like, such a, like, whoa. I think
that's, like, goes to show, like, also, like, Glinda's, like, her character.
Yeah.
Like, the fact she's doing mean things, but good things are happening and making her the
just
good
paying
person.
Off, yeah.
It, like, I think it even shows, like, I watched The Wizard of Oz the other night, and you can kind of feel that fakeness from the good.
That's what people are saying. They said this is when she decided, I guess they said, like, Dorothy was boring her with the story, and they're like, this is the part she decided to not tell her about the clicking the heels.
Down the road, literally.
Or didn't tell her about clicking the heels at the beginning.
Dead ass for the fucking train.
Yeah, now that we know there's a train.
That is so funny. Dang, I didn't even think about that. Literally clicking the heels.
I used to think when I was little, I was like, she's a bitch. Why do I get a weird vibe from her? Yeah, when she wasn't the center of attention.
Yeah, I mean, even the movie, The Wicked Witch is, like, pissed because Dorothy stole her dead sister's shoes.
Yeah.
Hello?
Is that what we're, But now that we know it's now we know it's a gift from her father, and
crazy.
Weird priorities in that movie.
But yeah, in that movie, during that scene when they left their hands, like, it was so cute. Very good. Elfie crying was really, really was a good touch, actually, for me.
You can't see that at the play. They're too far away.
Exactly. Well, I think that's, sometimes in, like, Broadway you can really miss, like, that aspect, the emotion of it, because of really it's just far away. Like,
they had to, I think as in movie version, they had to make up for what lacks seeing something live. Because, like, live music and singing and acting alone is, like,
incredible.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So they had to be like, well, we can't just do the play.
We
may as well have just filmed the play. So,
Exactly.
I'm glad they added little touches like that.
Well, One Short Day is I would honestly say probably my favorite song from Act 1. Like, I just
Our girl's in it too, when she slapped her mouth.
It was incredible.
So funny.
I had no idea that they were going to be in it.
I didn't either. I didn't get that spoiled.
Whatsoever.
Yeah.
So when they showed up, it was a guttural reaction. Same with Stephen Schwartz being, the wizard will see you now. Yeah. Which sucked. Hot take. Sorry, Stephen Schwartz, but we needed a little more there.
You missed it.
Like, he was like, the wizard will see you now?
Yeah.
So
Christopher Walken as the wizard will see you now?
He will see you now.
I don't know.
But I love you, Stephen. Actually, he's a genius.
Wait, what did he do?
Oh, he composed.
Oh, period.
And produced.
I don't think I know who. I didn't know him. Yeah. I know the name. I didn't know his face.
Oh, I guess he's the composer and lyricist.
Period.
Of Wicked. Yeah, he's a little guy. I love him so much, actually. He's really cute. He's genuinely, though, like, I don't understand music to, like, at all. Really, at all.
Yeah.
So, I watched a TikTok video of him, like, explaining just the things he did, like, musicality-wise.
Yeah.
And, like, it was so interesting.
I mean, you can hear Dancing Through Life when the fucking thing is opening. Like, you can hear different...
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Exactly.
It's like a medley at the beginning, which is cool.
In, you can hear it. In No One Mourns the Wicked in the beginning, you can hear the ding dong, da dun dun dun.
Yeah.
It's like Ding Dong, the Witch is Dead, which is from The Wizard of Oz. Mm-hmm. And then in, what he said, the Unlimited.
That part
is...
That's like a common thing, like when the scene is switching, they would be like...
Yeah, but that, he said it's 7 notes. I'll have to send this to you because it's actually really cool. He said it's 7 notes, but if you changed those notes, like the rhythm of them, it is somewhere.
That's crazy.
I said,
he's a madman.
Like, you can kind of hear it,
too. He's a madman. Yeah.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
I said, you are actually fucking crazy. That sent me down a spiral. I said, wow. Crazy.
You said, do I know about music now? I don't.
Right?
People are crazy, like how they can just do that.
The third note in the bass, and I said, the fuck is all that?
What are you talking about?
I'm listening. I'm sad right now.
If you change one note in this chord, what?
But he's just basically explaining, like, these certain ways, like, you play these keys on this piano or this, like, music, like, the way you play it can produce a different, like, feeling in someone than, like, if you were to play it in a lower note.
Yeah.
And, like, you can feel that in Wicked. Like, anytime I hear, like, the Unlimited or the...
And it's when she's, like, excited about something that you hear the Unlimited because she's starting to realize that. So then when it comes to fruition in that song, you're like... Yeah.
It gives me chills. Like, it's just... I could talk about this all day long.
They're crazy.
I wish I understood it, like, more... like that. Like, I wish I could really, like, get into that.
I would say I think you have it a little because of, like, the, what is it? Rhetorical thinking with English. Like, what am I thinking of? We were talking about AP English.
Oh!
And then you said AP,
what did I say?
Mine was, like, rhetorical thinking. It was stuff like this where... Where if you notice something... That's when you know, like when you watch a movie twice and something really big like the Unlimited or Defying Gravity or whatever, if you watch the movie back, there's like a lot of foreshadowing towards it and it's stuff like that.
There is nothing I love more than a foreshadow moment.
And then like watching it back and being like,
seriously, like, so good. And that movie
I said it a couple episodes ago. When films mention something, they have to cut the script down so much that when a line stays in, it's usually foreshadowing. So if you have a weird little like. I watched Red One last night, and they included a bunch of lines about this guy named Steven from Ribbons, or something like that. That was his name. Mm-hmm. They kept saying that, like, Steve from Ribbons is pissed, and they were like, well, we need to move him to a different section. Then he was like, Steve, away from Ribbons? He loves Ribbons. And, like, then why is he... So, like, whatever. And I thought it felt weird because it seemed like a plot that they let go.
Yeah,
Because Steven had I didn't even see Steven. Mm-mm. I can't remember his name. I think that's his name. It's just like Steve from Ribbons. Like over in the North Pole, he's in charge of Ribbons or whatever. Yeah,
exactly.
And,
wait, this
is
the
new Christmas movie with The Rock and Chris Evans.
Okay.
And, spoiler, like, he's not the villain at all. He's actually not mentioned at all ever again. You don't see him at the end come out and be like, I'm actually good, or whatever. It was like, that was a one exception that I was like, they just let that plot unravel. It wasn't even a plot, but usually when movies...
like
mention one guy a couple times.
They're gonna at least show Steve.
I thought the villain was gonna come out and it was fucking Steve from Ribbons. And I was gonna be like, oh, he was pissed.
Wait, that's funny.
Didn't.
Yeah, it was just amazing. Yeah. Like, seriously, that whole movie.
If you haven't seen it, go see it just to have that experience. It doesn't feel like 2.5 hours. I know that scares a lot of people. It scares me usually because I went and saw it at like 11:15 p.m.
Yeah.
I saw it because I was a Amazon Prime user and an AMC A-lister. I saw it 2 Mondays ago.
Let's go.
Like before Air One. And
that's so nice. It's so good.
And it did not feel like 2.5 hours. It wouldn't have felt like 3 hours even if it was. So good.
Mm-hmm. I'm an Elfie. I'm an Elphaba. I would say. I don't know. I'm like a I feel like we've made this joke before. I'm like a Galinda.
Yeah,
Sun,
yeah.
Elfie Moon.
Yeah. I I like to think I'm an Elfie as well. When it comes to like, now we know what we know about Glinda.
I think people think I'm a Glinda, but I feel more Elfie.
I don't think I lie to people's faces or anything to get my own way or anything. I think I'm pretty upfront.
Yeah.
Let us know.
Are you an Elfie or Glinda?
We won't hate you if you're a Glinda. That's just you making your way in this world. That's okay.
Wait, at the train station, she was like, Glinda. Or at some point she went, the god is silent.
Mm-hmm. To the wizard, I think, because she went, the god is silent. Like, it hurt her. That she did that. She literally, after she did it, she was like, why did I do that? So stupid.
That was good. Man, I can't wait for part 2.
That was also just like great example of just performative activism, changing your name.
Yeah.
In response, whatever.
But in that movie, yeah. And everyone was like, "Oh my gosh, like she's so awesome."
Yeah.
Like, thank you.
You're a martyr.
Like,
You're
thank
great.
you so much. So relevant though to today. So. Man, and
think about a date.
I think it also came at a good time where like all of these movies, like a lot of female empowerment. I think it really falls in line with kind of just this whole past couple years, like the Barbie movie that whole summer, like Taylor Swift's tour, all of this, like the rise of a lot of girls in like pop music.
Yeah, I was gonna say Sabrina, Olivia,
exactly.
Chapel, like all these people that just aren't taking shit anymore. Chapel should have been. Chapel should have been that fucking movie. Yelling at somebody in Oz for taking their pictures. That'd have been funny. That'd have been like so out of nowhere. Like, this play is 30 years old and everyone was yelling at paparazzi in it.
I would have loved when they went to the Emerald City to see the color changing horse. Oof.
Yeah.
I would have loved that so much.
God, that scene where they're getting their little makeover done used to be my
favorite scene.
It's so far in the movie that usually by then I'd be asleep and I'd hear that and I'd be like, ding, and I'd watch that scene and I'd fall back asleep.
I told my roommates that. I said I used to literally
the joy I used to feel from that scene. Yeah.
Especially that stupid fucking horse
that changed
colors. I love it so
and it's
much.
like on it way too long. Like we see 6 different colors.
Literally.
And it's like...
I was like, please, I wanted to come. I wanted to be in this movie so bad.
That would have been really cool. Or like if Fiero's horse was, you know.
That would have been so awesome.
Yeah.
So awesome. Anyways, I love you, The Wizard of Oz. I love you, Wicked. I can't wait for part 2. It's going to be amazing.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see it all tie together.
Or film.
I mean, it's, you know.
Mm-hmm. Well.
And then you need to get the little 2 DVD pack or something.
Yeah.
And watch it all the time.
Keep them forever.
That's crazy. It's going to be like 5 hours.
I need to go finally. I've only seen it at Studio Movie Grill. I need to go see it at AMC, at the one on that road. I've only seen it at not AMC. I saw it at a theater that's not AMC.
Okay.
So I didn't get all the cool little merch and stuff, so I need to go see it at an AMC. So
I didn't either.
Yeah, they had buckets and stuff, and I said, maybe I'll go take a peek and see.
I went to the AMC. I went to... I don't remember where. Oh, to the mall one.
Oh.
I don't even know. But they had, like, sweaters and...
my ice bag.
They had, like, beanie hats. One was pink, one was green, one was pink and green. They were cute.
That's so cute.
They were, like, knitted hats because they were like, it's cold.
You know what we were going to do? A mukbang.
I meant to... I know.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I even, like, rushed the table. I was gonna, like, hold off on getting that table, and I rushed it, because I was like, we're gonna have a mukbang on the table.
Dang! We were gonna
eat, because it's Thanksgiving. This will be posted the day before Thanksgiving, so, sorry. I'll go get the candy bowl, and we'll still eat, and you can eat with us.
Yay! I forgot about that. Mukbang! Yeah, Thanksgiving is this week. Brynna's out there. Candy.
I'm wearing a big box tonight.
Yay, and I will eat some.
Yay!
Candy time! Yay! Oh.
It's the end of the barrel of, like, everybody got the lifesaver gummies now. They're gone. Okay, cheers, guys.
Happy Thanksgiving. Oh.
You're green.
I am.
That's the new, what was it from The Fault in Our Stars?
Always.
Yeah. You're green.
Maybe always will be.
I am.
Oh, wait, maybe okay will be our always. Or
yeah, it's okay. Okay, okay.
Mm-hmm. I need to watch that.
No, you don't.
My roommate told me she watched it the other night, and I said, "What's fucking wrong with you?" Alone?
Me and my cousins, how people are for Wicked right now. We were like that for The Fault in Our Stars. We showed up with the shirts that said, like, maybe, what is it? Maybe okay will be our, or it's like,
maybe
some
okay will be our always
infinities,
or something.
some infinities are bigger than other infinities.
The cigarette quote.
Yeah.
That movie was crazy, actually. And it came out in the perfect time. We talk about it every episode, but the 2010s.
John.
It was a good time.
Green.
Yeah. He, like, took over that era of time, actually. Looking for Alaska.
Mm-hmm. Turtles all the way down.
Turtles all the way down, yeah. And you know what? I read every one of those things.
I read The Fault in Our Stars on my mom's Kindle.
What's the Catherine one? There's one, like, so many Catherines or something.
Yeah.
And then, there's one more I'm missing. Paper Towns. There it is. You know, I'm going to reread them all. I literally have them all at home right now.
The Green Brothers. Loved them.
Mm-hmm.
Hated them for a second. They were a little cringy.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm all the way back around.
Mm-hmm.
Love them.
They actually helped me a lot in school.
Me too, Hank. I will ride for you, King.
Crash course?
Yeah. God, yeah. That made studying actually, like, tolerable.
My nose are a little stuffed, so when I eat, I have to
breathe through it.
so I can, like, breathe again.
Yeah. Real.
Speaking of Thanksgiving, do you have any, like, favorite Thanksgiving TV episodes?
Ooh. Anything New Girl. Because they're always just so chaotic.
That's me with Bob's Burgers. The Bob's Burger Thanksgiving episodes are just iconic.
Always so good.
Mm-hmm.
Community always has silly stuff.
I still need to watch that.
I can't think of a single Community Thanksgiving episode, actually. I think of their Christmas episodes. Community would always go crazy on Christmas. They did one entirely out of, like, Play-Doh. Like how Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is. Yeah. They did a whole Community episode in that same format. So good.
I've been wanting to watch it for a really long time.
I'm a Elfie Rising.
Joking.
Oh, really?
Me going for more candy. I think we need another. Classic is the Friends episodes.
Yeah.
The one where they play football outside. Let's always think of that one. I'm gonna put this right here.
Anyways, I'm an Elfie Rising, Abed Moon, from Community.
Oh.
Jessica Day. Rising.
I would say I'm a Jessica Day. She's probably... I'd say she's my son.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like that's how I present to other people.
I think she'd probably say she's your daughter, but... but go off.
I said what? I said okay. Yeah, sure.
Wait,
sure. Sure, yeah.
What are these? Keaton loves these. I don't think I like them. We'll both try one.
Okay. I love gummy stuff. Except, I don't like gummy worms.
I like the sour worms.
Whenever I was in...
You would never live as a bird. You'd never survive.
Damn, you're right. And that's the thing is I want to reincarnate as a bird.
There you go. Yeah, you said that one episode.
Whenever I would go to VBS as a kid, which is Vacation Bible School, we would make, like, the little mud cup things where, like, the dirt is, like, what? Like, what was the dirt?
Cookie crumbles. Yeah, like Oreo crumbles.
Yeah. And, like, pudding.
Yep.
And I'd always be like, hold that motherfucking worm. I said, I don't want it. I said, sick.
Mine's fertilized,
you people are sick.
Yeah.
I've actually eaten the real worm, though. My friends dared me, and I swallowed it whole.
That's why you don't like them. Nobody's actually done that.
There's actually a correlation there, yeah, definitely. It's pretty gross.
Yeah. Speaking of gross.
Makes me think of... Oh, the beginning of Shark Tale. Where the worm's on the hook.
Yeah.
I love Shark Tale.
I do too.
My sister and a baby.
You see all the Did you see all the people dressing up as him for Halloween?
Mm-mm.
They dressed as Oscar and the girl that, like... Not his, like, in-girl. Not his in-game.
Mm.
The sexy
The one... Oh.
Versus,
Not the
guess
one
you
that's
call
at the
me
car
Oscar,
wash?
the millionaire. And she goes... Boom, dun, 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 dun.
My favorite scene is actually... I think it's the opening scene of that movie. At the car wash.
Yeah.
And the whales are going... I love it.
Yeah. Good shit.
I love it. That movie's so good. I went through a phase, though, for, like,
Yeah.
I literally could not stop saying...
Green.
My sister and a baby. The baby had no arms and legs. Mmm.
Not bad, not bad. She looking for another one? You want this one?
There's a top in here.
Another one.
What color's in there? I thought, Starburst, that'll do.
That'll do.
What else we got in here? Oh, chocolate. Lots of it.
Lots of it. I'm not a chocolate
And
person,
a top.
so that's all that's left.
I like things here and there. Snickers is like... I really have to be in the mood for a Snickers. And it's because I'm not, like, the biggest fan of peanuts in my chocolate.
I don't like really anything else in my chocolate.
Yeah, neither.
It's gotta be pure chocolate or nothing.
I like a little caramel. I like a little caramel in my chocolate. That's why...
I actually, just kidding, I love Kit Kats. I love
This
a little
is my
wafer.
fave.
I love a little wafer in my chocolate.
I love Milky Waves. Waves? Milky Ways. Those are really good. And then, what's the other one that's usually in? Oh, the Three Musketeers. I love Three Musketeers.
What's in that one?
It's like nougat or whatever. Nougat. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think
okay.
so.
I was thinking
I was saying, like, no from me. I don't know what nougat
Oh,
is.
I don't really know what's in a Milky Way or a Three Musketeers. I like
Comment down below what's in
it
a Three
makes me
Musketeers.
think of
Because we're not looking at that.
Stranger Things.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, that season's coming out soon. Final one.
True.
We've all
Millie
been
Bobby
waiting our
Brown
entire
married.
lives.
You got a good
Yeah,
pack.
well, right? Red and pink.
Valentine's Day pack.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, speaking earlier about gross, last night I did something very hard.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait to hear
The day
this
we had
story.
our Friendsgiving, which was the 22nd, and today is the 26th. I got glass in my foot. I have glass cookware, and Keaton, my roommate, was washing it, and it fell off the rack and shattered in the kitchen. We thought we got it all. We, like, mopped, swept, vacuumed,
crazy.
mopped, swept, vacuum again. Like, we were like, we are not getting glass in our foot.
No.
And then I take a step out there and literally, like, fall to my knees.
No!
Because it hurts so bad. But we're literally actively prepping for Friendsgiving, so I continue. Beauty is pain, so I keep setting up. I forget about it until the next day. I guess it was just like one of those, like, I was like, I guess it fell out. As glass does, out of skin, I guess. And the next day I worked, and I'm walking around, and, like, I'll forget about it for a while until it'll do that panging again. Like, I'll take a step a wrong way, and it'll, like, it bothers me for 3 days. I try to get out of work by putting in an ADO. And those kept getting denied, so I'd get to work and put in an ER. And those would not get approved. So I worked on it for 2 days. And then after yesterday, I finally was like, I'm gonna go to the doctor. I forgot to say, during Friendsgiving, at the end of Friendsgiving, I announced, like, well, I got this glass on my foot earlier, and one of my friends was like, you have to get that out. And I was like, I'll go to the doctor, it's fine. She was like, no, come to the bathroom, we're gonna get it out.
Yeah.
And we're looking up how to get glass out of your foot. And it was like, soak it in warm soapy water and, like, take tweezers and get it out. So we try to do that. And I've got a whole nail kit of, like, it looks like a doctor's kit. Like, scalpel.
Chills.
Yeah. She goes in. She gets, like, the tiniest bit out. But when I take a step, I can tell it's still in there. So I was like, I'll just go to the doctor another day. I work on it anyways. So now I've, like, worsened the puncture. Probably pushed it in deeper. Like, messing around with it. All this stuff. I go to the doctor yesterday. I go to urgent care after I finally find one that's on my insurance. And I'll show you this little... Oh... Don't look at that. Don't look at that.
I can't wait to see.
So, this looks scary, but that's because that's a paperclip. They had to use something that's
a paper clip.
Not in my foot. They taped it to my foot.
Oh my
God. They have to use something metal.
I
know. They have to use something metal in the X-ray to point at the thing. It's this little tiny.
Oh my God.
So this looks scary at first. That's the paper clip, that big, long, and then there's something so tiny in my foot. And it's almost just like a little splinter of glass.
Holy
Which is
shit.
even more annoying. I wish it was just a big piece so I could get it out.
What the hell?
Yeah. They take an X-ray. They lay me down on the... Or she's like, I'm not going to go digging into your foot. Because the puncture is almost completely healed by this point. It's been 3 days. She said, I'm not going to go digging into your foot until I know something's in there. So we get X-rays done. And she's like, yep, something's in there. So they... The most painful part was they...
Oh my
I know,
gosh,
sorry if I'm giving everyone chills. I was all by myself, guys. That was the scariest part. Like, usually my mom's there to be like, you're being dramatic. Either be like, you're being dramatic, or to be like, it's okay, like, this is like, serious.
Yeah.
I've also gotten stitches before in my lip. And they sent me home with pain medication for those stitches, like a pill, because you can't really put ointment in your mouth. So they sent me home with pain medication, and it had codeine in it. And that's when I found out I was allergic to codeine. My diaphragm collapsed.
Holy fuck.
That was that scary ass. Yeah, did I tell you about that already? I think
so. A little
found
bit.
out I'm not allergic to codeine, but I have a very negative reaction to codeine. So stitches in my mind are like
bad.
Yeah, even though they're not that bad, just the after care is bad. So they're like, yeah, I'm gonna have to go digging into your foot, and then you're probably gonna need stitches at the end of it. And I was like, well, I said, what's worse? Just like, or I was like, I came in here. They at first kind of talked to me like I was being dramatic about coming in, and I was like, I'm not looking to get stitches or anything. I just needed somebody with clean tools to get this out. I didn't want to go digging into my foot because it's right here. It's like I'd have to be like this, and then I'd have to be like that. Like I was like, that's not gonna happen.
Not working.
So I was like, I'm just gonna go in, pay $20 for someone to, with my copay or whatever to get this out. Ended up being $75 because they gave me stitches and an X-ray and all this shit. Crazy. They had to numb my heel, which is such a tough.
Ugh.
Yeah. It was terrible. No. But now I've been limping. I've got stitches, and I have to take 3 antibiotics a day to keep it from getting infected. And just the foot is such an inconvenient spot to have something like that. Like, it can so easily get infected. And it's I can't even, like...
Actually, oh my gosh. That, like,
I took 3 days off work, which...
Dremel.
Oh, no. But...
Oh, what am I gonna do?
I have a lot of guilt about, like, when I hear... Like, at my job that tips, they texted the other day and was like, guys, we did $35 an hour today. Great job. Like, after tips, that's how much we all made. And I was like...
Damn.
Like, it just makes you, like...
Right.
when you didn't work that day. So, I have a lot of guilt about not working. But this is the one time that my mom's been like, lay your ass down and heal before you go back to work. Where you waitress? Like, what are you going to do? Walk on... limp while you waitress, bitch? Like, she was just like, just let it heal. And they also, at the doctor's office, she said, I'm going to go get you a referral for a podiatrist, a foot doctor, because I'm not comfortable. They didn't even get the fucking glass out, y'all. Stitched it back up with the glass still in there. She said, I'm not comfortable going any further into your muscle than I already have.
Wait.
Right? I forgot to even... Glass is still in there.
No. That's crazy.
$75, right? To not even do it?
To get it out? That's nuts.
Yeah. And she said, I'm going to go get you a referral for a podiatrist. And leaves and doesn't come back for 2 hours. And not even then comes back. I was really tired at work that day.
Yeah.
So I took a nap in the doctor's office. Like, she'll wake me up when she gets back. An hour and a half later, I wake up and I walk out there and I'm like, hey, I just had a question before I freak out too bad. Is this antibiotic going to have codeine in it? Why would it? I don't know. I was just asking questions out of my ass. And also to be like, I'm still in here, by the way. Just asking a dumbass question to be like, and the nurse was like, you didn't leave? She's like, the doctor's gone. Like, you were going to leave. The place closed at 8 and I walked out at 7:45 being like...
At least you got a nap.
Yeah. I went home like refreshed as hell. Didn't watch Red One. Like...
You were just sleeping in the room.
My phone died.
So
my phone died and I hadn't seen her for like 30 minutes. So I just took a nap. They had the table all laid out for me to, like, I was on my stomach getting this shit done. And I know, like, it's usually just, like, because they're so smart, but doctors are not usually very nice. It's usually their nurses that are, which was this exact case. The nurse was like, I know, this is so scary and you're all by yourself. And she was, like, holding my hand and, like, being so nice to me. And the doctor was like, yeah, I don't see it. I'm gonna go deeper, and I'd be like, please just don't tell me.
Like, don't
just do it, and I'll tell you if it hurts. Like,
that is...
And then at the end, the doctor was like, writing up my prescription or whatever, and she was like, yeah, just try not to step on things next time. And I was like, I literally said, I'll be sure to write that down, thanks. Like, I was
duh. Thank you.
But,
wait,
craziness. Still in there. I think I'm just gonna, does glass just decompose after a while? Because I can't do that again.
What? I can't believe they didn't get it out.
I know!
I'm, like, still thinking about it, like, so, like, they basically did nothing.
Yeah, and put a stitch over it. So now even the puncture where it is gone. Like, that puncture was my, like, there's glass right here. And now it's like, that puncture's gone because they went crazy on
Wow, okay. Thanks, guys, for nothing. Yeah. Literally,
and I have, like,
nothing.
70 of my 75
That's
back.
crazy.
I'll pay you $5 for the, like, string that you used.
I had to go... I've only been to the ER once.
Period.
Twice, I guess, technically.
I went to urgent care. Are those different?
I feel like that's kind of this. Like, they can be the same.
Somebody
thing.
said you should have gone to the ER. I was like, I thought I did. Emergency room, urgent care.
Yeah.
Same words, right?
I think it's the same thing.
I think emergency room is like, you are going in for surgery. There are 70 doctors on site. Urgent care is like, I have a cough, but I didn't want to make a whole ass appointment for this. And I went to urgent care, so she was surprised that I was asking her to, like, do surgery. I've definitely been to. Yeah.
I've been to the emergency room, though, for, like, a cyst.
Okay, yes, you told us about this.
Yeah, my pilot
during the cooking episode, crazy episode, to talk about a cyst on.
It was a good time. But, yeah, kind of the same thing where they were like, we're gonna do this, and I'm like, just fucking do it.
I told her, when she gives me the numbing stuff, because that's the only thing I really felt, I said, don't count down, don't tell me. And she said, I have to tell you. And I said, no, you don't. I'm telling you not to tell me.
Please don't.
Do not resuscitate, bitch. Do not alert. Do not count down.
Do not talk about it.
This is my DNCD. Do not count down. So just do it, and I'll get over it. And whenever I got my teeth pulled, so I guess I've had multiple surgeries. I've got my teeth pulled before, and the stuff started to wear off after a while, and I was just like, I'm gonna be brave about it, and I just kind of took it. And I was like, I will never do that again. So when they were like, she was doing something, and she was like, do you feel this? And I was like, yep. And she was not stopping when I was like, oh. I bawled my eyes out. I probably scared the shit out of, like, the children that were waiting to come into urgent care.
I would have cried the whole time.
Because I limped out. And I was so, like, I was at work, so I had my hiking boots in my hand. And I limped out, and I had mascara all over. Like, I was just a mess walking out. And I probably scared all the people that were waiting to go again.
I can't believe for some things that they, like, just don't, like, let you go to sleep.
I was kind of like, just put me down. I was about to be like, just cut it off.
There's, like, so many
cut the whole thing off.
Like, I think you would make my life so much easier.
Yeah.
If I could do this.
Well, that also, I've heard situations of people being out, like, their body can't move, but they can still feel everything. And that was why I was kind of glad I was awake. Because if I did feel what she was doing, I couldn't yell about it and be like, you feel that? So I'm kind of terrified of getting put out.
That is really scary, actually.
Sorry if I just unlocked a new fear.
Yeah, I've never been under anesthesia, so I don't know.
Whenever I got stitches in my lip, because I used to bite my lip too much. Isn't, like, this the most Debbie Ryan ass? Like, I used to bite my lip too much, like when I was nervous. I'd bite my lip. And did I tell you this already? If you run your tongue
I was like, I bite my ear too.
Well, if you run your tongue along the bottom, I used to bite it from the inside.
Mm-hmm.
And if those little balls that you feel as you run your tongue, those can, like, swell up if you bite them or pop them. They can swell up really big. And I looked like I got socked in the mouth. I had one swell up so bad that they had to cut it out. That's the stitches I got.
Dang. I need to think about that, actually.
Yeah, you can bite the outside of your lip. It's just don't, like, I would chew on the inside. Not even bite my lip. I would, like, literally chew on the inside of my mouth.
Yummy.
Snack time.
Yay! I've had a couple of injuries, though.
Okay.
We wanted to kind of...
Never broken a bone.
I've broken 2 bones, actually. I broke my ankle on a trampoline. And then I broke my wrist. Actually, the day before my senior photos. I fell off a hoverboard. Mm-hmm.
I know you were pissed.
Fucking funny, actually, though. I went back to school, like, after, well, literally my senior year. I go to school and I have a cast on. And it seriously, like, I fell off a hoverboard and, like, caught my fall on my wrist and it snapped. Yeah. Whatever. Somebody at school, though, like, I don't know who it was to this day, and, like, if you knew me in high school, there's no fucking chance that this story would even ever be remotely real. Someone told people that I broke my wrist because I fought somebody over their girlfriend or over their boyfriend or something, and I was like,
I love this narrative.
Like, yeah, you should see the other girl.
Yeah.
Like, you should see the
did they have
bitch.
a specific person in mind, or were they just saying somebody?
Yeah, just somebody.
Like somebody from another school.
I said, like, what a lame fucking rumor. I said, one.
Honestly, I know that falling off a hoverboard is almost the worst.
Beating somebody up.
Falling off a hoverboard, though, Rachel.
That story's actually funny because I didn't have to, but I decided that I was going to not tell anybody that I had broken my wrist for like 30 minutes after it happened. Because I have this, like, illness. I think that's what it's called womanhood. Last episode, I was like, I have this illness. I have this illness. This time, though, it's like I just can't take, like, pity. Or, like, I told them. Oh, I hate that. I hate that feeling where people, oh my god, are you okay?
The only reason Matt was like, are you good? Is because I accidentally left the paper out that had, like, instructions from the doctor. I just wasn't going to tell anyone.
And so, like, I broke it. I knew my wrist was broken the second I hit the ground. Like, you can feel it. And I stood up like, oh man, guys, like, gotta go to the bathroom. Sat there and I was like, is this
you also don't want to be wrong. If it's not broken, you don't want to be the person that rolled around screaming. Yeah.
But I cried a little bit. I finally was like, I have to tell my mom. I was like, I think I did break my wrist and I have to tell her.
That's the most, like, so I guess you were in high school. I was going to say, that's just a kid being like,
yeah, and like it's just so inconvenient. My wrist. So, like, we're gonna have to go to the hospital, and I'm gonna have to get a cast.
And just gonna be like, you owe me so much money.
Literally, it's gonna cost so much money. And so I'm like, hey, like,
in the olden days, they used to just slap something on there.
I was like, hey, like, I just broke my wrist at church. That's the best part, is I fell off the hoverboard at church in front of everyone. God's plan. Yeah.
He has his ways.
Thank you, God.
Can't pray with this fucking cast on, King. Can't raise my hands in prayer to you. So what was the plan there?
My hand was like in the shape of like, of course, a thumbs up. So I have a picture of me holding my diploma with my cast.
Perfect.
But yeah, they put a splint on my hand, and it was a clipboard. And then I went to the hospital and I broke it. Yep, right here. I forgot what it's called. Oh, your scaphoid.
That's my note.
But, you know, there's nothing better, though, like, than, like, going to school, your senior year of high school, and having a cast. Like, everybody wants to know what happened.
You already have attention because you're a senior.
Yeah, and so, like, obviously, I was like, I beat this girl up for her boyfriend.
Yeah.
So.
And he still don't want me, so.
Yeah, like.
What the fuck? And then he said he don't like girls with casts. Like, you should have got, like, I went to jail, I would have written a whole story about it.
That's funny. Oh, my phone said traffic is light. It'll take 35 minutes to get to
Thank
my
God.
movie. I went to also the beach this weekend. Yay! My dad and his boyfriend visited, and we went to the beach. And on the beach, you know, I'm gonna be scrounging. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm gonna be beach combing.
Scrounging? Is that a word?
Scrounging. I'm gonna be scrounging around.
Like, what is it?
Wait.
Foraging is what I'm thinking.
Foraging and
I think you mix scurrying and foraging. You said
scrounging around.
That's what you're doing.
We're scrounging. I'm looking for seashells on this beach. Okay.
Where'd that candy go? We're still banging.
There you go.
Thank you.
And I found a mollusk. Like a live. That's the thing I was gonna make the point about seashells is like they are.
So a mollusk.
They're like a living thing.
Can you eat mollusks?
I think you can. I tried, not oysters. What's the other gross one?
Clams.
Not clams. What's the other gross one?
Those are pearls.
Mussels.
Okay.
Fucking nasty.
Yeah.
Never again in my life.
Almost no seafood.
I almost threw up. Like, seriously, at this restaurant in front of everyone, I almost threw up. I said, don't ever put anything like that near me again. It was bad.
Yeah.
So I know for a fact I wouldn't like oysters either, so Let's go ahead and
it's a texture thing too.
It is.
Yeah.
I said that is the sickest, nastiest, slimiest, grossest. Ugh, so gross. You couldn't pay me. There's not enough money in the world. I didn't even bite into it. My teeth barely made a dent. Yeah. And I said, fuck this. Yeah. Spit it out.
I tried it at Keaton's birthday. He invited me with his family, and I tried oysters there, and I dunked it in that marinara sauce just to, ease it a little, but I felt impolite if I didn't eat it. Because they were we bought it for the table, and I was like... And I did the whole,
so bad. It was so bad.
It was good. I think I'll let you guys have the rest, though, you're paying.
I had to, hold it in, too, because, I was in front of... I was with my dad and his boyfriend. And, they were like, you should really try it. They're really good. And they were, really enjoying this. I could tell as someone that likes mussels that they looked really good. So I was like, let me give it a go. No, I need to trust my instincts. I'm starting at the top. I'm going to eat some good. Trust my instincts and...
Period. Follow your gut.
Follow my gut and learn to fly.
Everyone deserves the chance to fly.
I was going to say that in Defying Gravity. Trust my instincts.
And leap.
Yeah, and leap. Yeah, but seashells is what we were talking about. Yeah. Yeah, I had a little...
So the shells themselves are living? You're tripping me up. I didn't know this.
I have to do some more research about this, but yeah, this is a little...
I thought things lived inside the shells. What the fuck? So that's the thing that's alive in it, but the seashell itself is not alive.
Yeah, the seashell itself is
how a turtle shell,
Yeah.
Like how a turtle shell is not alive, but a turtle is.
Let me actually... Period. What is...
Time to try a Milky Way for the first time ever.
Really?
Yeah.
What is a seashell?
I'm sure I've tried one before, I just don't remember.
Are you Googling those?
I think it's like a calcium, it's like a thing made up of...
Yeah. Is the hard protective outer layer of a sea animal, usually made of calcium carbonate or...
Where the fuck did I get that?
I don't know.
How did I know?
Calcium, I said, whoa, she knows.
I think I'm just thinking of nails. Biotech, yeah.
Exoskeletons of many marine invertebrates, including mollusks, barnacles, horseshoe crabs, and brachiopods.
Do you also do that? Mollusks?
Mollusks.
And wasps?
Yeah. Plural. I'm pronouncing every letter.
Correctly,
Thank
yeah.
you.
That's the one time that I'm let's pronounce every syllable. Mm-hmm, wasps.
Mm-hmm. I do that too.
Mollusks. Tasks.
I think I also get that a lot, I think, from theater.
Yeah. I get it from what were they called?
Oh, just from our
Visco
jobs,
girl.
Seriously.
Visco girl.
Here's the verdict.
This is better than a Snickers.
Yay!
Or whatever these were. Do Snickers always have those nuts in them?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, then I like Milky Ways better.
I can get a Snickers, actually. I'm feeling a little peanut.
Take them all.
Okay.
Yeah, this is good stuff. I like this caramel.
Yeah, Milky Ways are delish. They're probably my favorite candy bar.
Fuck with a Milky Way. Anyway, speaking of your dad being here, we'll get into it. Drinking around the world.
Oh, yeah. We attempted to drink around the world. Well, they did. I've done my time with that. And made it to America both times and freaking died.
The key is to take a break in America. Sit, eat all that barbecue.
The problem is the best drink is in America.
Moonshine sour. I have to get the moonshine sour. I have to be in the mood for it because it is sour and I don't really like sour stuff. And it's also, like you said, usually where you're starting to be like, holy shit.
Yeah.
It also depends on the temperature of the day. How I feel when I get there. But last time I went, keep this between us freaking 3. Because I'm scared they'll stop doing it if too many people know about it. They diluted mine with soda water. Gave me a bigger cup, like a 20 ounce. Mm-hmm. Same measurement of the thing. And I was telling her, my friend ordered it. And I was like, I don't think I can do that right now. I really love this drink, but I cannot do that right now. Mm-hmm. And she was like, you want me to do it how I do it? And I was like, sure. The bartender. And she diluted it with soda water.
Dang.
And it calmed down the sourness, but I still got the cranberry.
That sounds really good.
It was really good. Or the blackberry taste. It was really good.
I would skip, if I were to drink around the world, I would skip Norway. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately. Norway needs to step up their game.
The Troll Creme, the frozen drink there is very sweet. Good. Very expensive. And not very strong.
For the coffee, and I think the coffee's nasty.
I love the coffee.
I don't like it. My dad's boyfriend's from Norway.
More for me.
And
oh,
so
he is from
Yeah, he's from Norway, and so we went to the Norway Pavilion, and he got to speak to all of them in, like, Norwegian, which was so cool.
How fun.
Yeah, and he was like, school bread, that's not what it looks like. He's like, that looks bad. And I said, damn.
Get him,
He was like, lefse, no. And I was like, ooh, did you guys hear that? Did you hear what he said? He's from Norway. They're like all from Norway.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, it's true. It looks like Sarah now.
Okay. Well, I was like, it was funny because they didn't even bat an eye. He was just like speaking, and they were like, da 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 da. And I was like,
yeah.
I would have literally lost my shit though. Like, imagine being in America. Me trying to.
I know you're at a tourist location though. Like,
I just
a lot of
think it would be
Norwegians
cool.
are here. Yeah.
I guess it is true, but like, I just think it would be so cool to like be working in America.
It is probably only once a day that somebody actually talks to you in your language.
Yeah, and then like somebody comes up and like finally they're like, oh my god, like my language.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. When the international college program wasn't a thing for a while, and it was just all American. Like, being like, if your dad's boyfriend came in and was like trying to speak Norwegian, they were like, bro, I'm from like San Antonio. I don't.
Actually.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we can talk about that. My CP was in Epcot. I did a college program.
And people just came and spoke to you?
Yep, and I wore the flag shirt, and I worked in Norway. I worked in Norway and sometimes in Mexico. And it would happen in Mexico, funny enough. Because I think
you look more Norwegian.
I was going to say, I do look more Norwegian.
Yeah.
And in Mexico, people would come up to me, and they would be like, so, like, what part of Mexico? Like, or they'd be like, you speak Spanish? And it's not to say that somebody, like, with my skin tone couldn't, like, be Hispanic.
Yeah.
But it is very uncommon for someone with blonde hair,
and then
blue
just for you to be like,
super
no,
pale.
I'm from, like, not even being,
I'm like, I'd always be like, no, I'm from Georgia.
Yeah.
Like, I'm genuinely from 7 hours from here.
There's really no demographic that can speak Spanish, because at my restaurant job, it's so random where I'll be like, I'll take these guys, you're good, and they'll speak Spanish, and the family I thought spoke Spanish goes around and speaks English, and I'm like, fuck, switch, like, I'm learning the menu ever so slightly in Spanish.
It is very interesting, though, living in, like truly, like, a huge, like, cultural pot of, like, people, because, like, obviously it's a huge tourist destination. When I worked in MK, people always ask, like, the hardest part about working there was it wasn't just Spanish that you were, like, having to translate. Like, I feel like in other parks, like, especially in Epcot, like, it was usually only Spanish, where I'd have, like, you'd know a million people that could speak Spanish that you worked with. In Magic Kingdom,
it's like Asian languages. You had to...
Well, yeah. Like, it was stuff, like, genuinely, like, I could sit here for hours, and I probably could never figure out, like, what language you're speaking.
Because it sends you letters you've never even seen before when you type it out, and you're like...
Yeah. And so, I was like, even if I do figure out what language you're speaking, there's not a chance that somebody here knows what you're speaking and, like, can speak your language. And, like, of course, Magic Kingdom, like, when people are like, we're going to Disney World, that's where they're gonna go. So it makes sense that you're experiencing different...
In English, there is miscommunication. In English, there are fights. So
Yeah.
Imagine...
Yeah, seriously.
Like, in English, it's the most intolerable part. Imagine if you didn't speak English and you could not do anything.
I can't even imagine. I also worked at Speedway, so on top of all that, you can't hear anybody. And it smells like shit.
Yeah, you think they're all speaking a different language.
And I literally used to be like...
And you... I think we forget we have a podcast sometimes. We do a lot of visual.
Oh, yeah.
But that is... I'm going to put the audio behind that. They're like...
It's so funny. But yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool. Oh, we were talking about drinking around the world. That's what I was like, what were you originally talking about?
I have drank around the world many times. I've
never made it.
I like to think that I have a low tolerance. It's weird. It really picks its time. And I also, my problem is, not my problem, but the way I survive drinking around the world is because I also eat around the world. Like, we get food and a drink everywhere.
Exactly.
And I'm a college kid, so when I say I'm drinking around the world, I'm like sipping around the world with a friend. We're splitting the drinks. So it's a little more tolerable. By the time we reach Mexico, multiple times actually. I go the Canada way because I love Ottawa apple, and I have to
And
taste
you know
an
what?
Ottawa apple. Like I have to be sober.
Let's stop saying that Mexico's the right way, because when you get that margarita in Mexico, you might as well
You're
be done.
fucked. You're fucked.
Like you might as well be done.
Yeah, I agree.
And I just can't do that.
And I like closing it out right by where they serve those wings, and I can exit. I can take that little exit and dip before the fireworks.
Yeah.
And for the fireworks. and and I'll eat around the world, and by the time I've reached Mexico, I've spent so much money that we will leave and go get Dos Equis from like a gas station. Just what we would have gotten there for $14, we'll go get a pack of 6 for $14 and just drink them here. And we'll be like, it's like we drank around the world, but we didn't drink in Mexico.
The fun happens
here.
Yeah.
But we had our Mexican drink here.
That's the unfortunate part about like drinking around the world, is it's
'cause I'm
not
not
a lot of
margarita
alcohol, and you're spending a fortune.
Yeah.
That's like what my dad, we made it to America, and he's like, literally, like, I'm gonna be fucking broke if you keep going. Seriously.
By the time you get to America.
Yeah.
If you're eating like I am.
Way too much. But they got the classics. I was like, you have to at least get the moonshine sour, because that's...
And the violet sake.
Yeah, and the violet sake. They also got the grapefruit beer in Germany.
Love that one.
Yeah, and then...
Like a Schaffenhofer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ow,
I try to get drinks that I wouldn't get otherwise. Like, you can only get there. But those are the ones that are expensive.
Have you tried the Mango Star in Africa? Not Africa, the refreshment port.
I haven't.
African refreshment.
You said it's called the Mango Star. I will next time.
It's delicious. It used to be my
I'm
favorite.
going to Animal Kingdom tomorrow.
Like...
Gonna see some freaks.
Well, I have to go see Wicked.
Yeah, true. True. This is going to be a long episode. I think we filmed for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
So I'll edit a lot of that out.
Well, it's been a pleasure. It's been so much fun.
Happy Thanksgiving. Go see your families.
We're thankful for you watching us talk. Anyways, peace, love, and hot wings.
Bye.
Bye.